Peace. Good morning. How y'all doing? Welcome to the podcast. And today's podcast title is Oxygen. Cut through the noise. Are the statements that video made true or false? Shocking truth revealed. How y'all doing, Oxygen? How y'all doing, YouTube? How y'all doing, world? We here to address Mr. Lord Rodney Clark. Khalil Ashanti, Khalil Amani. We're going to play some audio, then we're going to get into the conversation.
You didn't have any free time. Yahweh ben Yahweh exercised lots of control on life. He even regulated our sex life because he taught something called brothers class. He told the brothers the only time you should want to have sex with a woman is if you're trying to make a baby. Basically, he pitted the sexes against one another. He teased us and said, a lot of you all are nothing but chumps. So you held off, you put those emotions and feelings off because you wanted to prove to Yahweh and to prove to your wife that you weren't a chump. We go weeks and...
So we're going to stop it right there. This is why when I came out and confessed that it's been 20 years since I had sex, Khalil Amani wanted to shame me. 20 years you ain't had sex? No man told me I couldn't do it. Carl Albert Davis imposed them stipulations on himself. No man that told me I couldn't have sex with my wife and then when had sex with my wife stood over me and controlled me like that. Yahweh ben Yahweh did that to Khalil Amani. Carl Albert Davis is Yahweh in that sense. I control me because of my past interactions with people sexually. I learned that sex is a very sacred thing. And so I imposed that on myself. Once again, I've never been trapped in the culture. Never been addicted to nothing.
Months without having sex. But I stayed a full-time member with the Yahwehs because I believed it. I believed, everything was good. As I know now, Yahweh ben Yahweh was exploiting the whole sexual dynamic for his own gain because Yahweh ben Yahweh was having sex with single women and married women. In hindsight, I found out that he basically wanted my wife.
He basically wanted my wife. See, you allow a man to stop you from having sex with your own wife, unless you're making a child, so he can go have sex with your wife. Lame weirdo. Now, you want to talk about lame weirdo and all that stuff? You want to jump in my conversation? I talk to you, Troy Star Terrain, Layla Wheels, all of you all before you start trying to attack me and assassinate my character. That little stuff you put on the wall, I'm addressing before the show over with. Let's get back to the audio though.
Yahweh ben Yahweh was not the holy man he said he was.
So that's it. That's enough of that audio. It's not mine, so I don't own it. Matter of fact, I want to throw up a copyright disclaimer right quick for that part of the show that I had up. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for criticism, comments, news reporting, teacher scholarship, and research. So we're doing those things to Lord Rodney Clark. Now, I have another piece of audio that I want to play for y'all. Now let's listen. Let's listen to the audio. I got to go to the audio and get it. Here it is.
Cut through the noise. Are the statements in that video true or false? Because by your own admission, you were involved in criminal behavior, drug trafficking, and robbery. So how can your testimony be trusted if your own past is already on record?
So Khalil Money is a criminal, a citizen, or a criminal? What's your definition? What's the legal definition? Because if you mad enough and you want to take me to court and hit me with a slap, we got to deal with these definitions and things. So define it, please, for me. Or you can not define it, like you won't tell WAC 100 to speak up if y'all cool or not, if y'all associated or not. It don't matter. When I go to court, we're going to find it out through discovery. So that's the basis of the whole show right there. Now, what I want to do is I want to find your conversation and I want to deal with it. So let me go on my wall and find this information and deal with it. So let me get this information up here. Like I said, I told people, stay out of this. Just commentate on it. Just conversate on it. Commentate. Shit is made and stuff because nobody else is talking about it. You'd have had a good position. So let's look at this. What crazy. This is why I always harp on context. In context with Jim Green, Troutmouth said Canola is responding to me, but he's really tearing Israel doctrine a new a-hole. He simply mentioned me in the past. She didn't even understand the context of what she was posting. Canola was getting Israel doctrine, not me. He won't talk about the boy Hassan Camel was asked to murder. I'm not talking about that. I know about it. I wrote the article. I got everything started, me and DJ K. Slate, but I'll never talk about that. But I'll talk about Carl Albert Davis all day because somebody is incentivizing me to do it. So, how low will he go? Now he's saying I wasn't a citizen. You was a criminal. Do the criminal have right to vote? Do the criminal get to deal with society like the rest of society or the rest of the citizens? When I was in the coat. No, I didn't say you weren't a citizen when you was in the coat. When you left the coat and was dealing drugs up and down the East Coast and robbing people, you were not in a coat, nor was you a citizen. You was a criminal in the streets, yes or no? See, now I'm going to murder your legacy. I told you I was going to murder and leave me alone, but you didn't want to leave me alone. Now I'm going to murder your legacy. All them shows you went to, all them lies you've been telling since the 80s and everything, murder, 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 kill, 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 disintegrate. All that you've been out here lying about for years, Mr. Lord Rodney Clark. Let's blow this up some more. A pathetic liar. Did I lie when I say you was moving drugs, yes or no? Because you admitted that. Did I lie that you was robbing people? Because you admitted that. Don't make me have to go pull it out before court to show you ignorant if you take me to court. But if I need to go get it before court, I can go get it because I got it. See, over there talking about me again. I'm going to bring out the very worst in Israel struggling doctrine. I'm going to prove that despite all his biblical conversation, he's a regular, whatever nigga at the core. Yes, I'm a street nigga at the core. That's why these YouTube streets have been turned into YouTube streets, because I'm a nigga at the core and I like to play the nigga games. Yes, I say I'm Israel, but the American system like to call me a nigga. And I'm like that Zulu Ice Cube. I'm the nigga that you love to hate. So keep hating, because you love to hate me because of what I'm doing to you. I'm destroying you. I'm murdering your legacy. Everything after your mama passed, I'm murdering it. You don't like the past when your mama was alive and doing what she was doing. When I murdered that, you got all sensitive and stuff. I'm going to murder what comes after her. With that said, I'm gone, y'all. Nothing else to say. Peace.